So I have some post commentary here on this run. As you can see, it's a Keeper's Training, which is the tutorial level on Thief the Dark project. And my rules are, I don't see you there, lad, my monitor's off, and I could hear that, which I'm using sound only. In the top right there, you can see what I'm able to see, which is me just turning my monitor off. Seemed a bit easier than actually having to put a blindfold on. And I had only been practicing this run for a few days. I had actually started my first attempt today and got it my first try, but after I went back and watched the video, I realized I didn't record any audio. So I was determined to try again, and it took me a few more times, but I managed to get it here. It is a little bit slower than that run by about a minute, which is unfortunate, but at least I've got some proof with audio that I actually managed to do it. So in this first room, you have to get past these areas of light without being seen. If you step into them, you lose. And you saw me earlier lose on purpose just so I could get teleported back and be straightened out so my camera was straight, because otherwise it's hard to navigate since I can't see, obviously, so you can't really turn very effectively. So I'm just trying to maintain that one angle and just go with it.
Use them. Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon.
Now in the second room, you have to get past it, avoiding the metal plates on the ground. Otherwise, the guy up at the top of the steps hears you. And so again, I'm going to try and mess up on purpose just so I can get teleported and straightened out.
Remember, walk on quiet surfaces and move slowly.
Very good. I did not hear you traverse the room.
Beyond this door is a hallway that will lead you to your next task. Now get your weapon.
So once you get out in this training yard here, things actually get a lot harder, if you ask me. First off, what you have to do is grab the sword and bow that's on the table next to me, but it's kind of hard to turn and just look and grab it, so I kind of have to jump on the table and grab it or walk by like this. I had actually never tried it, ducking and walking past it like this before, so I didn't realize I couldn't grab the sword that way, so I kind of just give up after a second and just jump on the table and look down and pick it up.
Choose your weapon now. Try readying your sword and then your bow. You can always put them away again if you need your hands free. Now let's go out to the courtyard for some target practice. Ready your bow.
So this next part is actually what kept me from even beating it in my original practicing. The other stuff was relatively easy to figure out, but here you have to try and hit a target with a bow. Now, I can't see what I'm doing, just to remind you. So essentially what I have to do is just shoot the wall and slowly turn left until I manage to figure out that I'm aiming at it. I didn't realize at all how far I was turning the camera, or in this case, not very much at all. So it's pretty easy to get confused where you're looking, and what I'm listening for is hearing wood instead of stone, and then from there I can adjust and usually figure it out pretty quickly. But it takes a bit of trial and error, that's for sure. This is definitely a location where I could improve.
Ready your bow. Knock an arrow and draw back the string by holding down the attack button. Make sure you draw all the way back, or your shot will not have full power. Take aim, and when you are ready to shoot, release your attack. See if you can hit one of these targets. Good shot. Keep practicing.
Good shot, but now I'm in a bit of a predicament because I have to turn around 180 degrees. Now that's kind of hard to do when you can't see, so it's essentially more luck. Don't know why I walked backwards. Not sure what I was thinking there. It obviously doesn't work out too well for me. That's not where I'm supposed to go. This is what I was actually looking for. When you hit this door with a sword, it makes a distinctive metallic sound. So then I know I can just back up to the right and find the target I'm supposed to hit, and I just take a few swings at that, and it eventually goes away. Now the next thing I do is go to the left, and I have to fight a guy in the courtyard, but I don't take any damage, so I don't have to worry about that. I just have to essentially stand there and swing. And as you can probably guess, I'm pretty confused for a while why I'm not hitting him, so trust me, it does end eventually.
If you wish. When you're done, leave the sparring area. That's enough sparring for today. Please walk over to...
This part is actually a bit convenient since I have to pick something up off this table, but it's directly to my right, so I can just walk forward, wait for the guy to have his little audio prompt, and then I can just walk left while pressing right click, which is the item or the button you push to pick things up, and I can just pick up this key without even having to look at it. It takes me a second to realize I'm not facing or looking the right direction. I'm looking a little too far up, but I pick up the key, spam the button a bit, and eventually I find that door again and walk my way through.
Now you will learn new...
In the next section here, I have to do a bit of jumping and climbing, which is hard enough to do when you can see what you're doing, but now I have to do it blind. The worst part is I don't know what direction I'm facing, so I'm a little bit facing the right, which makes it hard to know where this rope is for sure. I managed to figure it out, but it's really annoying when this guy keeps talking. Makes it a lot harder to hear what you're doing and where you might be walking, so you see me kind of stop and wait for him to finish at some point here. Makes it a little bit easier.
Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope. Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will release the rope. Now climb the rope to get to the top of the platform. Well done. Run and jump across the gap to the other side of the stream. Looks like you got a bit wet.
Splash. So I load my quick save here. Realize I'm not really facing the direction I think. And this part is pretty interesting to me anyway, just because you really have to sort of map out where you are in your head. It's hard to tell how far to walk because if you walk too far, you fall off. And I get really confused later on. I actually end up on that windowsill you see in front of you, and I kind of just keep jumping in the wall, thinking I'm in a different spot. And it's a little amusing looking back, but at the time, I really had no idea where I was.
This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up. Good job. I am most pleased with your progress.
I made it! Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong side of the wall. I didn't realize this at first, and it also really confused me. I had no idea why I couldn't move right now, but I'm just pinning myself into a corner.
By going through that red door. Farewell. This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up. Good job. I am most pleased with your progress. You have passed the last test for today. If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing and jumping, or swimming, ducking, leaning, or crawling. When you are finished, you may return to your chambers by going through that red door. Farewell.
And that's it. That's the end. This was a lot of fun to do, and it makes me interested to see how much faster I can do it. Like I said, I had another run that was somewhere around 6 minutes. This one's about 7 something. I already forgot. It'll show here in a couple seconds. Makes me curious also too if other levels would be possible doing them blindfolded like this. I'm sure it would be, but it would be a lot harder. So not gonna know for sure if I'd ever try that, but for now I had fun and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks.